It doesn't have too many CVs. It'll only allow 2, but as soon as a certain number of CVs are queuing, with the waiting time.
那是不是网页出来了？他在对着网页在讲啊。
Per game, however, still only 1 CV per division, so we're not touching that limitation yet.
他对着网页在讲啊。
We've gone over and redone the economics to fit the new model, so aircraft carriers have a bit of a different role now. So we've tweaked and tuned that, but all of these things are still very much.
这网页在哪儿呀？
We're going to be making tweaks of
哦，在这儿。
updates, maybe even in between updates if we see that things.
啊，我看到了，新出了一个新闻，叫做怎么调整 CV。他现在对着这个东西在讲。我给你们看一眼，就是这个网页。
In terms of the tech tree, you already know that we've removed odd-tier carriers. It is something that we felt we needed to do to make the progression better. The guys from St. Petersburg, I think,
I think I've seen it already in the questions that are popping up in Twitch.
这是 taxi 应该叫。
We will talk about it later.
然后这是康威。
Absolutely. Why is your questions document already full of 10 questions? Mine has 0 in them.
No,
I'm blaming Microsoft.
I blame Microsoft.
So yeah, as I mentioned, Cihalis is already collecting your questions from all platforms. So do pop them in there if you want to help us. Give us an @ World of Warships or @ Cihalis, so he knows that you're talking to him, and then anyway, we were going through this article, but you know, like you can do that yourself. Go have a look. There's one thing I wanted to address before we leave you here, right? And that is how the compensation works.
好了，讲补偿了。
We're removing odd-tier carriers. There's going to be obviously a refund in free experience and credits for the credits you spent on them. Now, with the update, there'll be some minor changes, and I'll show you a graphic later that I think it will illustrate.
Yeah, but I think first let's.
会以公共经验的形式把基数级航母的研发的费用还给你，同时会把银币也还给你。
Well, we'll go through this with them together. Let's introduce them. Let's have a look. Let's make sure we can actually hear them. Second. Anyway, without further ado, let me introduce our special guest, live from St. Petersburg.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey. Hello. Are we coming through? Is this thing on?
Yes, it seems to be operational.
I think it is.
Awesome.
Yeah. You look.
连线圣彼得堡。
Confirms.
Good. Well, we're itching to answer all these questions.
Yes.
Yeah, they are flooding in very quickly.
So before we get in into those questions, could both of you just give the viewers a quick introduction if they don't know who you are and what you do yet?
I'll let you go first.
Hello,
everyone.
my name is Konstantin. My nickname in it says server is Vessery. I'm working in a Fuel Sub-Octavian team, and I work usually on patch notes, different articles. I write Dasha script, and I read all your feedback about CV2, of course, and combine it.
右边那个就是之前上次年会的时候，他10周年、20周年多少时候，那个过来讲平衡的小伙。
It is main point about my work.
And if you don't know who I am, I'm IL Gray. I'm in charge of the CCTP program. What that means is I'm communicating with Twitch.
这边 Iron Gray 就是管 CC 这边就是宣传口的兄弟。
Famous little white Matt who makes those fantastic reviews. You'll like Kellorn on the Warships podcast, a whole range of guys. It's all those guys that you know and love. I'm the one responsible for keeping them fed with the good stuff.
Yeah. Englishman in Russia.
Yeah, I'm also a zoo.
左边是个这是个英国人，这是个英国佬。
Zoo exhibit. This one you have to explain. Because you're sitting next to you're sitting next to the glass wall, right?
Yeah,
so
well,
people come and knock. Do they bring peanuts?
Here's our tame Englishman that we imported.
Okay.
Oh yeah, well.
Fantastic. Okay, so I don't know if you caught the start of the stream, right? But we already had a quick talk about the upcoming rework and how it's going to be introduced. But I quickly wanted to go through 1 or 2 points. I wanted to talk about the conversion that's going to be happening.
首先是这个
ships of odd tiers.
退款的方式吧。
不是
叫也不叫退款方式，叫
basically what we'll do is
怎么说呢？
look at the XP and credits used.
就是因为少了一级嘛，所以他会做这么一个算法。如果你有凤翔和锐凤，你会得到9300的公共经验，加上一艘重做的凤翔。这样解释清楚了啊，就是说4、6、80不退了，但是会把经验的差值给你补上。而且这样的话应该是赚一点的，对吧？感觉这样的话是赚一点。
And move from tier 4 to tier 10 again, and for to be master on new CV, of course.
所以等于说，如果是大凤和
That's actually quite a good point, I think. And we can show people how this works, right? So we know that you guys are not all happy with the rework. Some of you might want to reprogress through the tiers. Some of you might want to, get a refund.
就是大凤和祥鹤一起算了，就祥鹤加大凤减去新祥鹤，就是你能得到的研发经验的补偿。
And I'll show you how to do it, right? Up here in the top left corner, if you click on your nickname, you can get to the inventory. Now, if you're a player like me, you never go there because, honestly, except for selling some things for credits, it's not very useful.
Yeah, I go there like once per half a year just to sell old modules from the ships and get some credits when I need.
Exactly. It's a little secret tip for those of you who are short of credits. You might.
这在告诉你，他们有一个功能，就是你这些退完了之后的这些模块的钱，这些钱你可能需要自己进到这里面去卖。
Category, which will be translated by the time it goes to live plan.
It's still not fully localized, but it will be.
Yes, but if you click on that, you will see.
直接做了一个这个地方
actually sell the carriers directly from this interface. So if
它是直接在 inventory 这个地方做了一个新的栏目，这个栏目是专门来搞这次的航母重置的。这样就很清楚了，你到时候你也不用担心算不清楚，你进去以后到游戏这里，然后你就可以看到，你如果要卖这艘船。是赚到多少？就是这是一个退款页面，就是说通过这个页面来退。比如说我实际航母我不想玩了，对吧？你虽然重新给我置换了实际航母，但是实际航母我不想玩了。那你要怎么全额退款呢？你直接右键出售是亏了的。那你怎么全额退款？到这里来就可以全额退款。所以企业的定价是16000金币，塞班的定价是11500金币，卡嘎的定价是11700金币。
Yes.
About premiums for first orbit, no, you can only sell them and refund your doubloons back. But I hope only after update 082 you can buy it if you doesn't have it on your account.
所以在082之前你要做出决定，当0.8.2到来的时候，这个页面就消失了，就这个退款页面就消失了。
I would leave them there for a while. You're going to have a bit of a time to sell these, so we're not going to take this option away immediately. And before we do, we're definitely going to inform you, so you'll have time to make your decision.
所以到时候8.2之前，他会再次通知你，告诉你8.2就要这个页面要没了，你要赶紧决定要不要全额退款。
And all the premium CBs already have a bit of a unique setup.
就是说还是全退，但是4、6、80偶数级让你选你要不要退，然后你要退也是全额退给你。
But it's pretty cool that you can.
卡嘎11700，下面齐柏林15700，所以最贵的是企业。
It's nice and comfortable for you guys to do. So you can check it out on the public test, which I recommend everyone to do anyway. And otherwise, it'll be live next week.
Yeah.
所以他这都没有说，妈的，谁会没事往那里点？你他妈早点告诉我们，早点 PT 上就看了。
Both how to progress through the new tree. And how to refund if you feel so inclined.
Yes.
Did you tell guys that all premium aircraft carrier will be on tier 8, and they will have new cost after update.
所以现在金币航母的价钱还不是最终的价钱，现在只是7级航母的价钱。
Let's go back one more time, right? So if you see,
企业是对的，但是塞班的价格是不对的，塞班和加贺的价格是不对的，因为这两个马上要变成8级了。
And now hand it back in, you're going to get more doubloons in value than you basically you're going to get more doubloons.
好了，康威说了 ，basically 基本上你拥有塞班和加贺的话，如果你选择卖的话，你是会赚到差价金币的。
Which you spent on for buying this ship. So for Saipan, you will get 9,050 doubloons, 500 doubloons. Yes, but after that, they will increase their price.
Okay, the public test is okay.
然后 PT 的这个价值没有参考性，反正很奇怪。
So with regards to the tiers, you'll also get the free XP difference they would take to get to the next one. So with the example of Lexington, if you have Lexington and Essex researched, the difference between researching the old CV and the new Lexington new CV you'll have the free XP difference 44,000.
所以说，他补偿给你当时那个公共经验出来的差价，主要是让你补偿你的那些配件上花掉的经验。
Okay,
就是升级的一步一步上花掉的经验，而不是最后那一下的一个经验。
The amount of you know, like tweaks to the texture we're making with re-tiering premium ships, so it's going to be it's a little bit complicated, but I hope we can help you through it.
Yeah, it will be really complicated. It will be really wall of text, but what we want to tell you is basic rules, you will not lose anything.
所以他们的基础原则还是你不会损失到任何，甚至可以赚到。就是因为你不会在这个过程中再花额外的钱，所以理论上是赚了。只是免费得到了一些礼物，等于说。
So over the course of the last half year almost, we've done CV tests, CV rework tests, first with closed groups. Then we had our bigger closed groups, and then now we had public test.
Yeah, when was the first open test? Actually, it was October.
I think it's quite okay. I think it was something around October.
Yeah.
TST.
So player feedback is something that is vastly important to us, right? And obviously we can't involve every player in every stage of feedback, which is why we have.
然后，所以他们这一年来已经进行了很多的航母测试，从封测到后来现在的公开测试，然后收集了非常多的反馈。然后中间有非常多有质量的反馈。然后我们花了很多的时间来阅读和研究你们的反馈，然后在这个基于你们的反馈来做出最好的一些改变。
Of course, the first one, what I want to tell you is that your feedback really important for us, and
你的反馈很重要。
Post-open, why update 0A0 for 1 week, and
我们现在距离 0.8.0 只有1周了。
improvement,
所以这是最后的，我们抓紧时间来这个。进行这个修正或者改良的一个机会了，因为这是一个非常重大的改动。然后现在他们的这个整个的工作的重点是在这个 AA 的这个强度上。
What the question is
about feedback-based improvements. So from my conversations with the devs, it's been a lot of the UI improvements were based on players, things such as carrier being detected versus aeroplane being detected. A lot of feedback was taken from the players themselves, especially regarding.
然后你们也现在可以看到，他们把这个航母被点亮和飞机被点亮分开来做了，一开始根本混在一起看不清楚，对吧？这就是他们基于玩家的反馈来做出的一些改变。他就是举个例子。
Better act accordingly to the flow of the battle.
Of course, we improved the
它的目的就是让整个战斗的流程对于新的航母来说也非常的流畅和有趣。
You can't really get fun when you play on them. So we added torpedo bomber on there.
然后4级航母一开始大家的反馈说太无聊了，因为可选的机种太少了，所以最后还是给加入了鱼雷机。
Read your feedback.
Yeah, absolutely, and we watched the videos that the CCs are producing. And regarding that point, we agreed that it was key for the early player to be able to understand all the mechanics as they progress up the class branch.
然后我相信现在这个 CV 的话，从新的玩家开始爬线，也会通过爬线的过程了解到 CV 的一个运行的机制，比之前要更加直观。
So I'm always there. I'm in those threads. I'm reading your posts. So all I can say is I can encourage you to do more public testing and post more feedback. Yes. I think we should just start and talk about some questions, right?
现在要来回答一些问题。
Quite a lot of them, and
yes, we're already at 27 questions.
Yeah, I'm trying to help Sahalas here because that's a lot of questions coming.
Okay, well, if you want to focus on that, I'll start going through them, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So some of these questions are with nicknames, some of them without. So if you ask the question, you don't.
无聊说的是4级，兄弟。
This is life. The first question.
I would just for the interaction, guys, please, if you this stream is focused on CV rework, so please don't post questions.
现在要求问问题不要问歪了，现在是 focus on CV rework 航母重置的直播，所以不要问歪问题。它的跟它的。他既然不在 Twitch 上播，只在 YouTube 上播，那就是 YouTube 的观众们，是吧？
We won't be really talking about over penetrations.
Yeah. So the first question is one that I definitely expected is, will UK CVs release alongside the rework?
UK 就是英国航母会跟 0.80 一起上线吗
I don't know. It's under the aim right now.
Currently. I don't want to talk about them.
Yes, and how I know, we plan to release UK CV in update 081.
所以是英航，哦呦，英航实景图，英航的这个上线，他们希望是 0.8.1。
Upcoming,
yes.
快看，好好看啊，好好舔。
Major points, what they
好好看，好好舔。
The unique points. So their torpedo bombers will have very short range. Their torpedo will have very
他们的航母的鱼雷
for aiming and for
非常短的航程，非常短的瞄准时间。
You already know. I hope all of you saw our stream from VG Fest. We announced that the bombers will have carpet bombing.
然后说了会有地毯轰炸。
So it's one of the points of them. And
就不俯冲地毯式轰炸。
They fly very low, so obviously
但是飞得很低。
mechanic that's now being employed with airplanes, you'll be far better to swoop behind an island, then come up and then drop down. So these are like little key traits of the Royal Navy aircraft carrier line.
Yeah, I've just been showing.
然后说有一个小技巧，就是你可以从山后突然出现，然后在降高度的时候已经开始轰炸。
Beautiful, they're quite fun to play. I don't know if we're going to get time today. We'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Luke, can we play on the British CV now, or we will do it later?
Right now?
I think I'd do it later, and first let's go through the changes that will immediately impact the players because
他们甚至提出了点子，要现在出去让他们开一盘 UK CV。
Still, you should start with the Americans and Japanese.
Okay, we'll get to it later. We've got 2 hours, guys. Yeah. We'll do it. I promise. I want to as well.
他们想玩，所以今天你们等不等？等就可以看到他们打英航。
Excellent. This isn't. What just happened? Taki, you removed the guys. Oh.
至少他们给我们画了个饼，现在。
There we go.
I'm sorry.
You're back.
Finger slip. So Yeah.
Okay, let's get to the next question. The next question is, will destroyers get buffs against the new CVs?
驱逐舰在应对新的航母时会得到 buff 吗？
Yes, some kind of buffs they will get. So
是的，他们会得到一些 buff。
Zero planes can spot the torpedoes. Any planes can spot torpedoes.
Yeah, this is a massive buff to destroyers.
For
马上飞机就不能亮雷了，没有任何的飞机可以点亮鱼雷了。马上。
It is wrong.
It can interfere with the play of destroyers.
So it will help destroyers. Yes, the new meta is.
在新的这个航母重置的环境下，应该会对驱逐舰有巨大的帮助。
Yes. So basically, after the update, carrier planes, carrier fighters, catapult fighters, and spotting planes will all.
包括水战、水官，然后航母的所有飞机全都不能够亮雷了，
Another thing that's
全都不能亮雷了。
Catapult fighters, we will have only fighters on a ship after.
Yes, but you know, like the consumable for regular surface ships. But the other point to take into account is that right now, if you play high tier destroyers, you know that if you have a Super Unicum enemy CV and he wants you dead, that's it, your game's over. This is something that he's still going to be able to hunt you. He's still going to be able to hurt you, especially the rocket planes.
现在我们还是他们想要允许，就是说航母用火箭弹飞机去继续威慑小学生，来限制小学生的走位，但是把这个雷击的点亮给取消了，就是飞机点亮鱼雷这个事情给取消了，然后希望看看这样子之后效果怎么样。
CVs can spot DDs, they just cannot spot the torpedoes.
就说我就算飞机在你头顶上干你，你扔雷我也看不见了，就是这样。被抓着打就是要求你不能够，就说白了，未来站点的压力会更大了，因为舰队不推上来，一个驱逐舰站点在未来航母局里面是完全不可能了，现在就已经比较不可能了，未来就更不可能了。
Absolutely. Next question is from Fifth 2548. He would like to know when we can roughly expect to see the removed CVs, the upcoming alternate.
什么时候才会能看到这个消失的基础级航母？大概还有多长时间？
We can't say any dates for now.
他们现在还不知道确定的日子。
Obviously, we haven't spent much modeling these odd tier carriers just to scrap them.
他们现在还没有花很多的精力来重新来整理这些基础级的航母，所以他们现在这不是还没有进入他们的马上要干的这个清单，还在后面排着。他们现在只是把他们全部移除了。他希望在今年能够把航母分线，就是基础级航母重新推回来。所以他们首先的要务是保证现在 CV 重置最后能够走上正途，让大家都比较满意，对吧？然后再会想办法把这些其他的航母再加回来。所以现在可不可以选择不想进航母局的选项？就是你们论坛上说的很多的，可不可以让我选进不进航母局
？It's the same. You can ask about option to add cannot have destroyers.
所以他们现在不认为这是一个可选项，因为如果开了以后，那你是不是还要选我不想进有驱逐舰的房间？最后就成了我只想进有战列舰的房间，对吧？所以，但是我们的游戏是关于4种舰种的，所以我不会有这样的一个分房的选项给你们。
Okay. So the next, you wanna?
Well, yeah, I thought that was the plan, but then
I thought you were still busy collecting. Sorry,
well, I mean, you wanted to play.
That's true. Okay, go. Next question.
Exessian asks, what will happen to long-range AA ships like Moskva?
像这些以长距离作为卖点的防空船，比如说莫斯科，会怎么样？
Extend the range of AA and
因为现在已经不能够再延伸这个防空范围的距离了，所以像这种以长距离防空为特色的防空船怎么办
？Both counter the planes and be more, let's say, team players, because that was also one of the cases.
With a new concept, we tried to keep the unique A defense settings for each ship.
在新的这个机制下，我们依然希望能够保持所有船的它本来 A 的一个特性。莫斯科它依然在远距离防空的这一项上是比较强的，应该指的是数值和黑云的数量。而且这个 AA 技能就是 Defensive Fire 也会让它能够有更好的在长距离面对 AA 面对飞机的一个表现。
Sure, yeah. It won't be a primary anti-aircraft cruiser.
Yes, of course.
然后主力还是像德明鹰和就是像德明鹰和米索陶这样的船，也基本上保持了原来的这个防空主力的一个地位。
Answered it kinda in the beginning of the stream, but I mean, we can repeat.
Yeah, next week, guys.
Yeah, not long.
那什么时候8.0上线？下周。
Well, next week I'll be sitting here and we're going to be playing some CVs on live server. Let's hope we can get there, and yeah, we'll keep you updated. I wanted to address one question from Greif, but Greif, I'm sorry, but you have you have to make whole sentences so I understand what the questions mean. Please, thank you. Darren Willand would like to know how much of the player base do we think we're going to lose after the next patch?
好尖锐的问题。8.0之后，你认为我们会失去多少的玩家
？And so I don't think we'll lose any. If anything, I foresee other players returning, old players returning.
艾恩格瑞说：“我认为8.0我们不会流失玩家，反而有老的玩家回来和新的玩家加入。我觉得我们的玩家会增长。”
I don't share.
但是我不能够把我们自己的商业的分析分享给你们，因为这是机密。所以他现在说的只是他个人的感受和预期。
Yeah, from my perspective, I feel very similar. Like I've played quite a few games now on public test and other various test stages, and it's honestly fun. You still have.
然后康威就跟着现在在吹说，哎，我自己也在这个 CV 重置这次的这个公开测试上玩的，我觉得确实很有趣，确实很有趣。而且他也认为这样的 CV 的玩法可以吸引玩家重新回到游戏里。
Will our current CV captains get skill point resets?
航母的舰长会不会得到这个技能重置的机会？
To adapt your commanders to the new carriers gameplay as comfortable as possible from January 31 to
1月31号
8,
到2月8号
to retrain your commander
洗点免费
their skill points for free. And of
洗
course,
点免费
modernization for free too.
记住啊，1月31号到2月8号啊，不要错过了，洗点免费。
Which setup do you want to play? And choose which skill you want to use. It's up to you. Will be, of course, we want that changes will be comfortable for you as possible.
我们希望改变到来都会让你们还是比较能够舒服的去适应。你在这段时间里面，你可以无限的免费重新洗点，因为你可以去试哪个点数、哪种加法你觉得更舒服，所以你可以不停的试，然后到2月8号就免费洗点就结束了。
The question is if tasks in campaigns that are related to CVs will be updated. The answer is yes, and you can actually see it.
这里在讲，场景战役里面与航母相关的东西会不会得到更新？答案是是的。所以场景战役会相应的做调整。这应该是跟你们息息相关的发电机所相关的东西。
Oh, DCCA. What does that acronym stand for? Direction Center for Catapult Aircraft.
Yes. Thank you.
So Stephen Austin asks about the Direction Center skill.
Direction Center skill.
Because apparently, I mean, it's supposed to lower the fighter active time. Can you open the skill tree, please?
Let's have a look. Let's.
说的应该是那个加
Skill tree, direction center for
就这个
fighters. When the fighter consumable is activated and an additional aircraft is
就是
launched,
多一架飞机，但是时间减少。
I have a feeling that the description of this skill has not been adjusted.
Yeah, because the question continues that when you selected the active time is not changed, so the question is what.
现在问题就是说，这个技能你点了之后，这个
yeah, frankly,
飞机的时间并没有变，多了就平白无故多了一架。
Skill must decrease the fighter flight time. If it doesn't decrease, it seems like a bug, and we need to ask.
他说，如果真的没有减少的话，那看来是个 bug。
Okay, that's an answer, and we will be poking them. Thanks.
这个不是战斗机。
Next is from Steel
我们看时间减少了吗？
According to Notsra, it is still possible to death strike other players with CVs. I wonder what's the point of the rework if nothing changes. Well, I think I could even start here that basically it's possible to death strike with any class of ships, but it should be harder to do it all in one go right now. Is that right?
I haven't seen a death strike yet.
I haven't witnessed one, and I certainly haven't pulled one off yet.
Well, I did pull one off.
Yeah, dev strike.
I think that is the development strike.
No, devastating. No, don't beat him up. I have to say I managed to score a dev strike on the public test while testing.
他说现在航母怎么拿 DS 很难，然后他自己说他用 A 批舰爆炸巡洋舰炸出过这个 DS。 对吧？人家就觉得航母再也拿不了 DS 了。现在看起来是有点这么个感觉，但是，哎，不是不能拿，只是非常难。
It will take some.
You think of a wave of torpedoes, just them wiping someone out. Yeah, sure, the AP bombs, maybe. Yeah, if you get them in the right spot. And shame you mentioned Graf Zeppelin, because of course it's balanced now.
然后他们在开玩笑说这个英国的这个地毯轰炸，然后他说这个地毯轰炸现在非常的平衡，是吧 ？Very balanced.
Yeah,
but we'll get to that.
Actually, there we have a lot of questions coming up in at least in the Twitch chat. Why there are no Stukas anymore on Graf?
为什么没有斯图卡了？好问题吧
？Because the strike planes were replaced with. Tank 152.
现在是 Tank 152 了。
And yeah, maybe it's a little historical.
这是塔152。
I don't think the siren was exclusive to the Stuka dive bomber. Maybe it was, but you can hear the siren as you go down.
然后说这个啸叫声依然在。
Approaching the ship.
啸叫声依然在，虽然不是斯图卡。
That's a good question.
Have we got an answer for that? Why was it?
没有，不知道为什么，这两个也不知道为什么。怕不是开发组里有人很恨斯图卡。主要是他们给齐柏林设计的特色是这个建功和建爆速度很快，但是这个建功建爆的速度现在是斯图卡不应该能够飞出来的速度，所以他们换了一架飞机。
We do. Anyway, guys, on this question, we will get back to you.
Yep.
然后，但是在这个问题上，我们还会等到有确切的消息会给大家解释的。
There is a question that pops up often as well. What will happen with premium T7 carriers? We've answered it already, but once again.
然后我们已经回答过这个问题，就是7级的精密航母会怎么样？7级精密航母会升成8级，然后如果你不想要的话，你可以退款，你可以赚到差价，对吧？这个已经回答过了，这开始已经讲过了。
If Kaga will get longer range of secondaries since she's now tier 8.
然后由于
well, it feels a bit specific.
由于这个加贺已经升到8级了，所以它的副炮范围甚至还会增长。
rare that it gets used. Yeah. But a question connected to what happens with premium Tier 7 carriers from Mr. Adversary is what about premium camouflages for carriers?
然后金币涂装会怎么样？这是你们问的，永久涂装会怎么样
How I know will be stay with your CV.
金币涂装会跟着你的航母走，就是退了的会退给你，其他的会跟着你的航母走。然后你在退款的时候，这个东西会给你算进去。
So what if I don't like my carriers now and I want to sell them?
如果我现在要卖了，这些东西会怎么样？我可以全额退款这些涂装吗？
and get refund for your camouflage.
一样是全额退款，一样是全额退款。
Okay, I now got a bit lost in which question we were because
we were number 18.
Number 18.
Wait, sorry, I'm gonna challenge you to pronounce the name.
Well, I wouldn't even try because we already answered that question. What happens with the odd tier carriers?
他说的就不只是永久，所有的精密涂装都是永久涂装，就它包括就是它叫 premium camouflage， 就所有的这种它都会退给你。
5, 7, and 9 are going to be removed from the game temporarily, and they might be back in a future update with some different game mechanics. But again,
他又说了，基数级航母会现在先会移除，然后未来会加入，而且会有新的机制伴随着他们的加入。但是现在这还不是我们工作的重点。
Vesri, can you maybe just say a little bit something about why we decided to remove odd tier carriers for the people who don't know yet? I know we've touched upon it in articles.
It is a nice question, and we answered on this already. We have some articles about it. So it will help for matchmaking. Will benefit
就是为什么要移除这个基数级航母？因为首先这可以帮助这个分房，对吧？788再也不存在了，再也没有788。而且现在分房这样的话，分房本身这个就是分房是一个电脑在算嘛，对吧？你可以这么理解，有个机器人在那里算怎么分这个房，现在给它的负担也会变小。但是899有基本近视了呀，9级是这样，899基本近视。455倒是比较真实。所以现在就对于航母的分房会简化好多，负担也会简化好多，这样分房速度会变快，然后这个整个分房的情况也会因此变好，因为负担小了嘛，就可以更快的算出来，更快算出来就不会超时，不会超时就不会分奇怪的房。
And what you need to wait from the CV from your opponent, yes, because you will know if you will fight against tier 10.
而且这样的话，你也会知道你会面对的是几级的航母。因为原来你要知道好多的数据，因为你可能碰到好多的东西，但现在你可能就会碰到的东西会少一点。尤其在面对航母的时候，你会碰到更但其实已经是镜像对位了，其实不需要有这么多乱七八糟的。不过他的意思就是你现在需要少记很多东西了，因为航母的数量减少了。因为现在8.0上线就8个航母，对吧？加上测试的 UK 线就12个航母，你要记的东西少多了。他就是这个意思。
That's very weird.
That's very weird. Okay, now I got on you as well.
Echo all around.
Guys, chat, can you just let us know if you can hear the echo?
Check for now.
Testing.
Okay. Testing.
有回音，可还行。
No, we don't have any. Yes.
Some reports of echo.
看放送事故，这才是放送事故，这才是放送事故。不会开放双 CV 组队，不会。
Okay, well, bizarre, guys.
Who touched the button?
Did anybody touch anything? I didn't.
No.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Anyway, so yeah, on a related question.
Jingles seems to be in chat apparently. Somebody says Jingles effect, so we know who to blame.
Yeah, probably. On a related note, there is a question from Fubuki. I mean, it came only quite late, but it's connected to this. So, since we have only even-tiered carriers in the new model, what are our plans for ranked battles and for obviously in the future for clan battles?
所以未来未来这个工会战和排位航母的问题，你们有什么想法？你们是准备怎么样？你们有一个什么样的计划？到底是有航母还是没有航母啊？带不带航母玩啊？
Of course, that in ranked battles and clan battles we will present all classes from the game.
我们希望能够让4种舰种全部都能在这2个模式里面上场。然后现在就是等着正式服上线航母重置之后，我们最后再进行一些数值上的调整。然后我们觉得可行了之后，它就会进入到排位和这个工会战里。那如果排位战是7级的怎么办？
I can't understand this question.
Well, Tier 9 was, I'll go into sort of why we chose sort of Tier 9 4 ranked. It wasn't solely because it would exclude CVs, it was one of the factors that...
然后为什么下个赛季是9级 rank？ 就是他绕一个弯给你解释一下，下个赛季是9级排位，就是因为下个赛季上线的时候，航母还不是一个比较好的状态，对吧？那么我们通过选择9级排位，目前暂时把航母排除在外了。那么在这样的情况下，我们就可以保证这个排位不会受到这个新上线航母因为数值可能还不是很平衡的一个影响。那么当我们把一切都调整好之后，到时候不管是7级的还是9级的或者10级的或者8级的，对吧？我们可以直接就加一个限制，让基础偶数级的航母可以加入就是。但是现在航母他们认为还没有对相较于竞技一点的这个几个模式，包括排位，包括这个工会战，甚至可能对于比赛里面都还没有准备好，他们认为还没有准备好。但是我们海王赛3月份还是会有项目，希望3月份的时候情况会好很多。
Then it was especially very hard now because everybody was playing CVs, so
那为什么 PT 上面这个随机战的分房里面全是电脑？因为大量的玩家在这次的这个公开测试上面都选择玩 CV， 所以这样子的话，如果我们不安排电脑的话，就是一堆 CV 在队列里面，然后没有任何人玩水面，那么大家都排不了队，也没有办法比较好的来大概测试 CV 的样子。
We have to say like we're going to throw it live and then we're going to keep tweaking. And this point we've arrived at this point. But you know what we're going to do now? Because we are already at 54 questions collected. We're almost an hour into the stream. If anybody wants to see Royal Navy CVs, we're going to have to do it now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hand over questions to
最后一个问题。
And in the meantime, I'm going to push this button. Look, we're going to play CVs while we do the Q&A. So I'm going to do my best not to fail playing CVs, but you're going to get very little commentary from me because
I mean your targets will be bots, so
focus a lot on the Q&A part of things. So I'll make it nice and quiet.
Interrupt you. Aiming for a death strike, okay?
I can try. I don't think so.
On chat.
My CV skills are not good right yet.
I will just quickly answer Mr. Anderson's question because he tagged me. Is the cap still maximum 2 CVs per team, 1 per division? The standard cap is 1 CV per division, 2 CVs per team. But if there are
组队现役单 CV， 然后分房可以双 CV，
but no more.
然后不会超过这个数。
I hope it will be a really rare situation for 3 CV. We don't expect it that it will be a lot, but we understand that in the queue will be a lot of players who want to play on CV, and we don't want that they will wait for a long time.
因为我们意识到新版本上线肯定会有很多人想要玩航母， 所以我们用双航母的分房，这样不会让大家等太久。
In the early days of introduction, and of course expected to get normal after.
There are questions regarding permanent camouflages on the current CVs, and they are split basically into two groups. But in both cases, the players are asking if they will get a refund. So one group is what happens with the permanent camouflages on the odd-tiered CVs, and the other if we play a refund. Even-tiered CV if we will get the camouflage.
出现了，是英航。
Yep. So for odd tier
装甲航母66900血，14架细流每一个，9架的编队，9架的编队。
So that answer that one with the even tiers, it will be removed and then replaced with the updated version on the new CV, and then if you decide to get rid of it,
这首先起的是所谓的攻击机，也就是以战斗机的形式出现的攻击机。下面携带了，我看到一共携带了8枚火箭弹。
It's just to mention how will look your plans when you will play on, for example, space camouflages or camouflages for CV from Halloween. It will look really amazing. This is
是飞龙 ，Westland
looks very nice.
飞龙。
Another question from Unloading RS.
火箭弹的圈是个纵向椭圆。
The torpedoes cannot be spotted by aircraft. So I guess this is more a question on the feedback.
这是飞龙。
How did it look there?
It is balance changes mostly.
26712的血，实际飞机。
How CV work with DD and it's balanced and they
圈有点大，作为火箭弹来说，射出去
了。引
发776，单发776快算标伤，赶紧乘以3算标伤。赶紧乘以3算标伤。
Another question from Roberto Fongaro.
怎么看着也像飞龙呀？怎么还是飞龙呀？你怎么舰爆也是飞龙呀？
By the way, can I just say, right, if you just saw all my planes getting destroyed, I blame our French community manager for changing the settings to the French layout.
Yeah.
你怎么舰爆也是飞龙呀？ 然后他说他怪有人调了键位。
Carriers now will be closer to the destroyers. With compared to battleships.
Yeah, the gameplay.
地毯轰炸要来了，注意一下哟！注意一下哟，地毯轰炸要来喽！
So obviously battleships is.
它天生飞得比较低，看到吗？这个舰爆天生飞得比较低。
So the switch was made just simply because.
这就是地毯轰炸吗？
To the upcoming one, so the change wasn't so jarring.
这就叫地毯轰炸，还行吧。实际上说白了就是水平轰炸，水平啪啪啪啪，一共扔8颗下去。
Another question from Fubuki. What about the flag bursts that suddenly appear at the exact location of the planes? They are impossible to.
当当当当，地毯轰炸，当当当当。
So maybe we can dive a bit into the mechanics behind the long-range AA, behind the flag bursts, which are currently plaguing Mr. Conway here.
航弹的伤害感觉不高呀。
So the main point,
完了。
how the
看这样纵向炸，完美角度。
they
炸弹的伤害好低啊，命中也好低啊。
Speed of planes, check their current location. And shoot before them and check it every 2 seconds. So they check, and if you will make a evasive maneuver, you will avoid them. But if you will,
还是飞龙，这是鱼雷机了。
Yes, it's correct.
Yes, correct.
Fly straight, you will get a lot of damage because A guns will know where you will and shoot at you exactly at your next position. So the best way to active maneuvering for your planes.
Yeah, so basically you have to be proactive, not reactive, right?
Exactly. So the point I was going to make, because I know what the player's sort of getting at here. So I've witnessed it myself. I'm flying. I'll see a flak burst ahead of me, and then as you're sort of flying along, it then appears like the other flak burst or spawns on it. Well, consider that first warning, because 9 times out of 10 you'll get a second flak burst pretty much.
但是
and then you'll see that
我仿佛看到了
if you just carry straight into that
远古的日航雷，
your plane's health
看看伤害14397 123。呜呼呼！怕不是现在雷上最高的雷之一了，3颗打了17000呢。
It again appeared on a lot of places in the chat. Is a question regarding the switching of the.
哇，好窄啊
I mean, it was already in the feedback during the test that players found it a bit awkward and basically.
邦邦。 哇，2颗11000还行，伤害还差不多。伤害还差不多。
So are we considering changing it to some faster method or like directly on screen method?
伤害差不多，但是算是现在这个水平里面算高的，因为现在这个水平里航母的这个鱼雷的伤害好低的。
And after that, if we will have a lot of complaints about this from players, and they will comment about it, we will change it. Of course, we will try to find the way how we do it better.
但这个特色感觉没有很特色，鱼雷还可以，鱼雷足够特色了，缩得很快，距离很近，然后上浮很短，这个特色可以。 但是目前火箭弹和地毯轰炸确实样子很有特色，他妈很好玩，但是感觉从强度上来讲并不是很强。要想一个它可能够适应的一个场景，对吧？然后火箭弹是感觉都差不多。
Well, I think Mr. Conway shown it already a few times during his gameplay session. But the special thing is that instead of dive bombers, the British CVs have level bombers. That's like the most visible difference. So instead of delivering the precision strike with one bomb, you just spam the area with a lot of bombs. It could be surprisingly effective at starting fires.
什么东西在里面打防空呀？怎么这么凶啊？一个 RK 组
issues with aiming. Especially with adjusting the aim on a dodging target, so
要忙事了，康威要展示自己的技术了。中了，打死了
！Nice, Mr. Conway, snuffing out a bot in smoke.
Dev hacks confirmed.
Yes. Well, you know. Mr. Copway is
还可以啊，这跟HVAR 很像啊，感觉就跟 HA 就是美航的中岛选的另外一个小的那个差不多。
How will the AA on Hood look like in the rework? That's actually quite an interesting question because Hood has a very specific AA. She has the anti-aircraft.
然后这是在说胡德的 AA， 胡德的火箭炮会怎么样？
So I think the Hood will be really special defensive air consumable, and it just will increase the close area, the short area, and when you're really close to the Hood, you will.
AA 的胡德火箭炮的发挥形式就是说，它配合它现在这个比较特殊的这个 AA 技能，会让你在近距离的天空上出现基本上无法穿透的墙。 它是以大口径的形式来运作的这个短程防空。
Tizatlan is asking, why did we decide to keep Hakuryu as the Japanese tier 10? Why not move Taiho there? Because
9009可以啊，6发中了多的其实还可以。 中了多其实还可以。为什么留了白龙没有留大凤？因为比较方便，对吧？不需要再做额外的工作。
Tier 10 Japanese, Tier 9 Japanese aircraft carrier will on alternative branch will be on Tier 10.
Thank you. Fubuki is supplying us with a lot of questions on Twitch. The question is okay. It's a bit longer, so I have to read it first.
这个还行，这个打这种打巡洋舰其实比那个好，因为打巡洋舰你除了 AP 舰爆的话，你打 HE 舰爆，实际上尤其扭得宽的巡洋舰，你更追求的是命中，对吧？你补个火什么怎么着或者怎么样，它这个东西就等于说你比较好中，但是想出高额伤害比较少见。
So basically, added speed can make it harder to maneuver.
而且它这个火箭弹的形式也是类似于一个所谓的地毯式的，是吧
your play style or even your plane, because if you've got the slower torpedo bombers, maybe when they're low, you're going to want to vector out of the situation to preserve them. So you've got to really ascertain how do you play. Are you going to throw your planes into the attack, or are you going to try and preserve them? It's really up to you. And these skills are going to take some studying, are going to take some experimentation.
就是在说一些技巧，就比如说你到底你看这组血量不好了，你到底是继续投还是放回去，来保证后续的进攻，这就是需要一些学习和技巧。这是他的说法。银行上限暂定是8.1，银行上限暂定是8.1。
I generally practice caffeine rush, but
yeah, maybe.
康威是打得还可以啊，康威和 Chris Santos 打得还可以。
Currently, Japanese 25mm AA counts as medium.
你看这个鱼雷机才他妈的可怕，好吗？光这个鱼雷机就可以买了，好吗？
So he's worried that this rework will hurt Japanese ships quite significantly.
因为
see anything like that in the tests or not really?
他们觉得这次会对日系造成比较大的影响，因为概念上日系的，尤其日系的这个非100炮的长距离防空都很弱。然后他说了，日系比较关注的是一个中距离的防空。而且就等于说，日本人的25毫米炮同时承担了2个效果，是这个意思吗？到25毫米都算近距离，就是都是有光环伤害的。但是呢，从25好像是包括25再往上，到多少？到好像说是88吧，好像是算，我没听清楚。算是中距离，就是中口径的防空。中口径防空就是打黑云了，然后大口径就不说了，肯定打黑云。然后现在具体的数值他没有准备，所以也不是说的很准确。
Planning to address the planes being able to perma-spot any ship by simply dodging long-range AA, and the torpedo bombers being able to stealth torp ships. As far as I know, only Japanese torpedo bombers are able to stealth torp.
这里说的是
national specialty for them. So
说的是这个航母的飞机可以永远点亮，在长距离这个防空之外永远点亮这个船只，以及隐身雷，说的就是日航的鱼雷机可以隐身雷。
Yeah, of course you can decide to perma-spot any ship. But you will spend your time just only for spotting this ship.
然后他说，你当然可以这么选择，因为你这样选择，你等于说就是在牺牲你的输出。你既然都牺牲了你的输出了，那么让你点亮也无可厚非。这是你自己的选择，还是炸不动啊？这个穿身不够多少？76是吧？穿身不够76，炸不动米德韦。
Sorry.
我操！那以后装甲航母互锤的场面简直了，除了鱼雷，其他的不点火就没伤害，可太真实了。以后10级航母互撕4个机驳，然后只有一种飞机能有效4个机驳，是不是
？For now, unfortunately, we can't tell you any additional information on those questions, but of course, follow for devlog, and we will see news.
是89是吗？我不记得，反正就是穿不了就对了。
But I think it's safe to say the plan's not scrapped.
Not scrapped, yes, but just waiting for news, guys. We will share with you it very soon.
Lucius Keys
哇，这个鱼雷太爽了
！Fighter groups to US series, I think I can
3发15000，伤害也跟米德韦的就差不多，对吧？或者说跟日航的差不多，但是这个太爽了呀！这个投雷方式，不是这个投雷轨迹实在太爽了。稳定命中啊，可以。
This rework is completely changing the gameplay here. So no, there won't be a return of
很强，康威。
US series. Wolfzer is asking if the defensive fire will still have the aim disruption effect.
No.
换一艘。
Well, yes and no.
舰长都没点你。哎，兄弟，你舰长都没点。
Obviously, you'll see that the defensive AA will be visually different to your normal AA. So it's going to be that much more damaging to your aircraft. So therefore, you're going to be maneuvering to do that. And that
这应该是现在投起来最舒服的鱼雷了。
So if you're
上浮距离短，然后航程短，然后伤害足够，然后还是这种散布。
So no, in that instance, their aim might not be, but then they're going to suffer the consequences, perhaps losing planes in that drop. If they then choose to try and preserve their plane's HP, then it's going to take them that much longer to either withdraw, to dodge, and then finally get the drop, which may well be a panic spread as they try and get the drop off quickly. So yes and no, it's going to be that sort of tactical decision and down to the players.
Nice point, Mike. I really miss it, but it really looks nice. And it is one more point why you need to take defensive A and your consumable instead hit hydro.
他现在就是说，还有没有带这个防空消耗品的意义？然后说是有的，因为你防空消耗品增强之后，逼着对手必须要为了保自己的飞机的话，就要选择更崎岖的道路来投雷，这样他投出来的散布会是差的。比如说，虽然他不能打散了，但是他可以逼对手没有办法缩好圈来投雷。这是他们的意思。
And I would ask Mr. Conway to take over asking questions for a while because.
But how will I play?
You want.
完了，他可以嗓子不好，叫康威来提问题。
What number are we at?
The question: can we get the normal consumable for our CV? So for now, conception is.
然后 CV 会得到比较正常的消耗品吗？现在都是。
But in future, of course, if we will see that it doesn't work.
现在都是叫什么？都是这个自动消耗品。
Take another one option, and a lot of them want to do it. We will, of course, think about this and try to find the best way how improve it and make.
他们现在还在思考怎么给这个 CV 的消耗品还有什么其他的方式没有？所以 CV 的消耗品这方面可能还会变。
Who says, don't you think that destroyers will ignore capping and just try to hunt down and kill the CVs? I mean, look, from my perspective, Johnny, there will be some players that do this, and they will lose the game.
Yeah, if I see my team's destroyer trying to hunt the CV, I'm always despairing.
然后就说，改版之后会不会有更多的驱逐舰直接去猎杀 CV？ 我不知道这个人是怎么问出这个问题的。因为虽然现在点灯不太容易点，对吧？可能会让它漏过来，但是你把航母亮了之后，你真的能活吗？你真的能活吗？ 你现在驱逐舰还敢走单来抓航母，一旦被发现，你就都不是说怎么死了，你可能什么都干不了就没了。
So that we will make maybe some changes with that because it's really not healthy game will be.
Okay, good question here from TKYS. He wants to know if we are going to be able to play CVs in the upcoming clan battle season.
I hope yes, but I can't promise you for now. I really want to see it. Really.
Yeah.
Change meta a lot. It will.
他希望能有更多人玩航母，但是他们也不知道现在是不是到时候这个航母游戏的人数能够达到他们的预期。
And maybe in future we will do it. We will add CV in the clan battle. I really want.
主要指的就是
I can promise for you for now.
包括现在他只能说像 CB 或者像这个 rank 这些，他只能说肯定会加入的，但是是不是下一个版本，是不是 8.1， 是不是 8.2， 他不能说。
And for King of the Sea 8, which is like the main sort of World of Warships event,
剑鱼
aircraft carriers are going to be allowed. And there's going to be a choice of you can either bring an
还是什
aircraft
么
carrier or an？
是剑鱼吗？不是。
So this is going to be very interesting to see how.
这是什么呀 ？Fairy Spearfish， 这是哪个鱼啊
？So there's going to be a lot of testing going on, a lot of trading. In preparation for that tournament and also in preparation for the next land battle season. So by the time
快认识来说一说，
I think we'll have enough information.
这是哪个鱼啊？梭鱼啊，就是那个剑笔里面的小金飞机是吧
？Really interesting.
If you don't know yet,
I never watched it before. But
really?
Now, yes.
Wow, you know we're actually coming to St. Petersburg to do the live cast, right?
Yeah, of course I will.
No. I mean, we're coming to you. Like,
Yes,
you don't have a
and
choice.
I will join to you on stream.
Oh, he's gonna crash your stream. Nice.
Hopefully, answer some more questions.
Yeah.
Can I drop a destroyer? Probably not.
Well, maybe. No.
I would have had it.
It was close.
I know I got him, but there was no activation, not enough activation range.
There were
只有2颗哎
now and connected
实际3颗8级2 颗
so I will skip the queue. But they are both aiming at the RPF skill on aircraft carriers. The players are worried that it will basically having RPF on the planes will hurt destroyers a lot because it will even with
10052，这大概就是比较 OK 的伤害，是算是现在高的，因为现在其他家扔出来只有3000可能。他能够扔2颗10000，我觉得已经够了。哦，他2个还全中了，妈收束雷就是屌，这样子对手内切了2个全中，妈贼开心。
We will maybe think about it and maybe change how skill works for players. But can't promise for now. But I will repeat myself. We don't want
妈收束雷还是屌，
one more.
大概1颗5000左右。
I don't know how.
Yeah,
对吧？但白龙已经是以高伤著称的一个人了。
Yeah, we don't want to ruin the player's experience on another one.
Sure. The main point to make here is radio location finding, as it is on other classes, is quite a big investment. That's 4 points that you're going to be sacrificing.
见报也是梭鱼。
Intelligence data. So you're going to want some return on investment if you're going to go down that line and pick that skill. If you don't have it on your aeroplanes as a CV captain, how are you going to have it on?
牛肉豆腐干。
Well, that's not going to be that useful. So the reason it's on airplanes.
地毯轰炸，炸驱逐，我们来看看效果。
Main gameplay. And
不要骗自己啊，康威。
Invested those skills, but as Vessery said, if we find that it has a
不要骗自己啊，康威。
disproportionate or disproportionate effect on the game that really doesn't need to be there, then we are open to making the changes that are needed to be made.
Question. Oh, yeah, sorry.
哇，中了1发，中了3发，哇，地毯轰炸还是有点适合欧洲人的是吧？他们动不动炸地出可以中3发。
Oh boy.
有点刺激。
If cities cannot be deployed, how will we get the Clear Skies achievement?
怎么还能再得到 Clear Sky 这个成就？ 然后这2个成就会改变。
But in future, of course, we hope it will be returned to us. But after some, when
yeah, we'll be
他好像看上了米诺头。
Specifically, air defense expert and king of the air.
什么海喷火呀？这海喷叫海火是吧？这叫海火，这不叫海喷火。什么多一个字就不对了。哇，好惨！8头10，炸坏个鱼雷还行。
in a bigger scale, it's probably aimed mostly at the meta, so basically very early spot of entire team.
怨仇是吗？这个应该叫。应该叫怨仇。
This opportunity exists for both teams. So if both both carriers choose to send their attack planes out, which I think are some of the fastest planes, and go out and gather that data, then that's their choice. If they choose instead to focus on maybe one cap and defending it, that's their choice. Remember, this is equal to both sides.
就是说， 航母虽然没有以前这些视野什么等等等等，但是如果你是关注于点位，或者你是关注于刷大船，都是可以的，这是你的战术选择，对吧？而且这对于双方都是一样的，因为每方的航母都可以做一样的战术选择，这是全对就是你的。哇，收束雷太爽了！我只想说个收束雷太爽了。然后，所以另外就是飞机的速度，现在为什么感觉有点快？就是因为如果飞机开得太慢了，你就会觉得很无聊了。这个好像被压了，哦，没有，人已经被打死了，被白龙先收了。哎，这个鱼雷机是真的棒啊！
US designed for the Soviet Union with basically battleship.
这个鱼雷机是真的棒呀！
So how do the hybrids look like?
So sorry, what's the question?
你看能够收回来就本来如果是美航的可能就出去了，他妈收回来，好舒服。
For now, the hybrids with new mechanics for new gameplay for CV have a more chance to appear in the game than in previous mechanics. So I hope we will see them. But because now they get more chance to be in game, but we'll see.
Thanks.
说的是航站和航巡的问题，说现在他们有更大的机会加入到游戏里面了，但是我们也不能说什么，就是我们也觉得就是更大的机会了，但是你说我们现在去做这个，我们现在并没有，就大概这个意思，所以不能说什么太多的。
Oh, I know you can choose it.
There are programs to
maybe, but no plans to add it for it in the game. But if you can change some settings for joystick, of course you can. But
yeah, this should easily be possible already.
Yeah, we're not going to give native game support for joysticks, and the same applies to controllers as well.
2934，火箭弹都差不多，这个火箭弹感觉跟美国人没什么区别。或者说火箭弹现在除了小地姆以外，感觉其他都差不多，就最多就是三不全有点不一样。
Fore and aft to give the player more control on his maneuvers.
然后另外一个就是航母本体的一个移动，他们也在考虑是不是未来要能够加入更多的一个操作，让移动航母本体更方便。现在移动航母本体非常的不舒服，就只有这一种方式。
Natural defense is to turn into them, but that then means that if you have one sector, then you can have a very uncomfortable choice between using the new feature or just not using it because it's
这感觉中不了，太近了。
useful for that type of attack.
太近了。
We already tested. There are more than 2 sectors for UAE priority sector. And it was cancelled because it's really too hard to catch the planes in your priority sector and hit them. So and after that, we decided that 2 sectors is more comfortable and added some.
他们一开始的计划就是所谓弹幕加强，不只是2个方向。 有很多的方向，就大概是可能4个或者8个方向，但是当时他们觉得这样子很难，因为这个切换是要时间的，在切换要时间的情况下，你很可能会跟不上对手的飞机的这个速度，然后会给你增加很多无缘无故的操作，所以最后就变成了只有左舷和右舷这样2个的分别。
Can you fix the plane spotting through islands? I think that's getting changed with the new mechanics, right?
然后就是说这个飞机穿山这个问题，他们已经尽量改变了。现在应该大部分情况下没有这个问题。
Plane to plane and ship to plane, you need to have line of sight between 2 points to see another one.
Which opens up a whole new aspect to the gameplay. So your planes can carry out ambush attacks, much like a destroyer hiding behind an island.
Yeah.
you can come out and pounce on the enemy. And likewise,
然后另外就是说，现在山等等等等会阻碍山和烟雾会阻碍飞机的视野，包括对手也会看不到你的飞机。那在这种情况下，航母你就可以考虑做一些，比如说突袭式的，就埋伏，可以埋伏对面。你可以藏在某个岛后面不停地飞，但是你因为队友的视野看到对面来了，然后等到对面来走到这个位置，你突然出来就跟驱逐舰一样，突然出来撒一波雷。就是类似于这样。
I'm now trying to catch up with some questions directly in the chat. But okay, back to the list we have prepared.
差不多没了。
Does torpedo acceleration skill affect arming distance at all? Again, our first
鱼雷加速会影响上浮距离吗？
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice that the guy have a lot of questions because it's really and how I know acceleration skill will increase torpedo launch from both ship and aircraft, but will reduce their range. And I'm not sure about arming time.
他并不知道会不会影响到这个上浮距离。
It's of course then higher your speed, then will be longer arming time. Yes.
然后它主要现在不确定的是这个上浮时间会不会变？如果上浮时间不变的话，那肯定是会增加上浮的距离。然后他现在自己还不是很确定。
From what I understand, it's because of the reduced range. Then proportionately, the army.
No, not proportionally. It will be influenced because your speed will increase. So it depends on the speed. If your plane have higher speed, your shells will torpedo will go with a higher speed. You will drop it with higher speed, and it will influence on your arm.
但是它确定了一点，叫做什么？叫做这个鱼雷的投送的上浮距离是会考虑到惯性的。什么叫会考虑到惯性？就是说，你飞机的投弹速度会被考虑进去。你明白我的意思了吗？就是你飞机如果开150节投弹和开120节投弹，同样的鱼雷上浮距离是不一样的。明白了吗？就本来您问的是鱼雷加速技能，但现在他直接说了一个新的机制，就是上浮距离是计算惯性的。
Against you and other one is bots and you just play against them. It's very easy. You need to understand. Just test server.
鱼雷机飞得太快，上浮距离就会非常远。
Always throw the battle. Like I can't help it, but why do they ram? Well, bots are being bots.
Yes, they usually don't go to the RAM.
No.
Because it's part of the live server.
No, they've invented other ways to throw the game.
Yes, sometimes I just wish I could report the bots for botting and get them banned because some of them are atrocious. Advent Trooper is asking that he's seen some very protracted carrier versus carrier endgame fights on the public test, especially with the free CVs, because they were basically they took very long to take down the opposition. Are there any thoughts?
然后说现在的航母的标伤太低了，杀一个敌人要很长的时间。你们会有调整吗？
Which we have in the game, it's from your capture points, you will get more points for the wins battle. It's only one way. We don't want to boost the damage in this situation because it's
所以我们并不打算来提升航母的伤害，因为最关键的是要获得胜利。获得了胜利之后，你的收益也会相应的提高。所以，相较于我们给你提供做更多伤害的能力。
Yeah, let's not forget that
我们不如更鼓励你去和队伍合作。
We'll be monitoring it, of course, but
但是我们当然会监控着数据的整个发展的趋势。如果确实伤害较低了，我们会有调整。
it ties into what Mr. Conway is doing here. Can you explain what exactly does the gray aiming assist in front of an attack squadron represent? Is it the point of optional accuracy or like optional start of attack? I think it doesn't concern only attack squadrons, but basically all squadrons, because if Mr. Conway slows down a bit, you can see there the basically attack.
然后他问前面这个指示标志，就是那个灰色的小箭头，指示的是什么位置
This indicator is where you will have full aiming on your
然后这个标志指示的是，
when you full
如果你从你现在的位置，
so you plan on the straight,
你从你现在的位置开始进入投弹，并且不做额外的机动的话，你完全完成缩圈的这个位置，它提示的是，而且它是一个动态的，就是说它只会显示的是你当时的飞机的运动状态下。 你完成这个缩圈的距离。
Basically, if I launch my attack now at this Des Moines with rocket planes, which is obviously not ideal, but I'm going to do it anyway. If I launch my attack, if I click now, I can attack that point. I'm actually going to click a little bit earlier, because obviously the target is traveling towards me, and the longer I steady and aim,
这个它的这个在没有改变运动状态的情况下，它所一开始那个灰色指示器所指示的位置，就是它缩好圈的位置，在这个德文前面这一点点的位置。
If you started earlier, you have fly in a straight line for longer. You're going to get more accuracy, but you're going to take a lot more damage from AA because you can't dodge the bubbles. So it's yeah, there's a lot of depth into how to pull off the attack.
There's misunderstanding about this, so some people thinking that's where it should start. So I've always used it as the indicator. So once that reticle maybe is, in your case, just before, as you did, I'm using that as a lead indicator. So it's not where the green is going to start and then carry on from, which is what I think most players expected.
Yeah.
It's
并不是黄变绿的地方，而是缩圈缩完的地方，明白了吗？不是黄变绿，黄变绿并没有缩圈缩完，黄变绿只是你可以投了。
I just copied that question into our list here, so go ahead.
It's a really nice question. Just, of course, you can cancel, but if you will just not attack anyone, you will fly for some period of time, and after that you will return to your group, to your squadron back. So, Mr.
现在问可不可以在已经进入攻击姿态之后取消攻击
I've got my cooldown, then I've got my 10 seconds to make my drop. And I can choose not to commit, in which case I won't.
你只能选择不投，但是不能选择直接拉走。他们应该没有很好的理解，或者那个问问题的人没有很好的说清楚他自己的意思。就实际上说白了是进去之后，我是不想投，我可不可以直接拉走？现在就是不行，你就是不行，你要走完这个10秒或者12秒或者15秒。
This is a really good example here of the new mechanics. You see this, Richelieu? Haha! I'm no longer spotted, no longer affected by his AA fire, because I have island cover now, because there's line of sight. So I can line up the attack. I can start my attack run. I'll go over the hill, completely safe from his AA.
这就是所谓的 surprise attack.
Completely bunging up because I don't know what I'm doing. But in theory, you see how it could work.
就是理论上你可以这样进攻来躲避 AA， 只要你知道他在哪儿，尤其如果还有人帮你亮着的话，你只要算好距离。
You scared him.
So in one more and connected with previous one.
这就是所谓的 ambush attack.
We don't make the canceling attack button.
因为现在飞机和船之间也有这个所谓的 line of sight 了，有视线的问题。
Button on your Yamata and you shoot in your enemy. You can cancel your torpedo back when you launch torpedo from your Shimakaze. It's the same way with planes attack. It's your decision. You choose it, and you need to spend some time for canceling attack. It's just the main way.
他说你要付点代价，你不能随便进随便出，所以我们没有加入取消的这个功能。
I had another question. There are a lot of questions, especially now. popping in the chat about the effects of the rework on various ships, especially ships.
看不见自己投弹圈是因为刚起飞，你们这应该都是 PT 没有打呀，这些小细节现在都不知道。
I'm afraid we don't really have time to go ship by ship, but what are like, especially with the destroyers, there were a lot of feedback in earlier.
这个地毯轰炸
AA strong destroyers suddenly seemed not too strong. So what are the effects there?
然后他问了一个，为什么今天更新之后，本来挺强的 AA 现在看着就没有那么强了？到底改动了什么？
Concerning a lot of AA strong ships, how will the rework affect them? And I would say
有很多强防空船，这个重置会对他们造成什么样的影响？
strong destroyers like Sims
然后包括比如说西姆斯。
In the previous iterations of the tests, there was a feedback that they don't seem to have much effect by now.
So I
根据上次的反馈是他们现在不厉害。
Because having just played against Akizuki, if you
但是 Akizuki 很强。
So and
Akizuki 很强，就是日区分线现在防空确实很强，但是西姆斯这个问题现在没有正式的答案。
So how I know we already answered on question about how we'll change the A defensive settings for each ship. So we try to keep their unique points in a new A.
我们都是还是在尝试保持每艘船原先的防空特点。
Previous version, I hope she will do it in with a new plane, so too.
Yeah, that damage output would be proportionate to the effectiveness.
所以，如果有一些船没有受到这样的 buff， 但是也是可控的，我们会再调整它的数值。
But another question that might be actually trickier is Jeanne Bart, because she doesn't have a short-range AA. So how will she work?
So if you don't have a short range,
如果你没有小口径防空的话
middle range, so it will cover all around you. So instead short range, you will have a long middle range, and then you will have long range. If you don't have short range guns, of course.
就说你的防空是一个环。
Yeah, seems like so. It will start from the ship. You not have an area without, so like a donut without any.
会有一个防空盲区。
Okay.
Okay. I see a question in Twitch chat there, because I've got it important right now. Can I show chat Graf Zeppelin?
会有一个，如果你没有小口径防空炮的话，你会有防空盲区。你会有一个头顶上会有一片我们说防空天窗。
there's a question.
但是我们看到，基本上中口径防空的里面一般就是在1公里到1.5公里了，所以这个天窗非常小。
Consumables, I guess he means more charges for the consumable, because CVs have infinite amount of planes now, but the consumable will run out if focused.
For now, no, because consumable give a really nice boost. Very strong boost for your AA guns, and if we will give more charges, we must.
然后就说这个防空技能能不能多几个？就是现在是4次，可不可以调到5次、6次？然后他们认为防空技能现在是个非常强的技能，是一个非常强的技能。我们并不准备加多它的次数。
Yeah, when you've depleted, when you've run out of your consumables.
No, when you have a lot of consumables that can end it in the battle. I forgot this word. Sorry.
Aye.
I just sorry.
A lot of consumables when you enter the battle.
Oh, sorry. So the main point is connected. If you will have more charges, your efficiency will be lower.
就是说，他们认为现在防空品的防空技能的这个数量是他们验证下来觉得合理的，不会再加多。
What do we foresee as a counterplay by destroyers against rocket planes? Because their time to target is short, is about a second compared to other attack methods like torpedoes, guns, dive bombs, where you have several seconds to try to maneuver or try to dodge. So
说的
what is our ideal counterplay to that?
怎么样对应火箭弹？驱逐舰如何对应火箭弹
basic maneuver. You're going to have to accept that against the rocket plane, if a CV has
他说：“你首先你得接受这一点，这个火箭弹就在这里。你愿意去玩驱逐，它也在；你不愿意去玩驱逐，它也在。而这个东西就是来给 CV 作为面对高机动和轻甲单位的一个工具。”所以不要 YOLO 进点内，因为航母是有办法干你的。如果你一定要头铁进去，那就准备好应对火箭弹的洗礼。这和你强行要进入俾斯曼的副炮范围里面是一个概念。这是你自己的选择，所以你要承担你所做的选择的后果。
You're going to have try and luck on your side, or you're going to have to adjust your play accordingly.
就说，如果你总觉得你被火箭弹洗得生活不能自理，那你可能需要调整你的玩法。
With regards to the H-1 rockets, the top-tier American rockets.
哎，战点有很多方法，你开局就往点里冲，后面巡洋舰不跟，你是会死的。你现在就会死的，不用说未来面对火箭弹，火箭弹还是个缓刑。火箭弹还是个缓刑，你说现在你敢这样来，鱼雷机交叉雷给你直接是判死刑好吗？死缓都没有的。
Well, I can say that all these statistics are being monitored. All this data is being constantly.
但是话说回来，我们也在监控所有的数据，所以你们不用太担心。如果过分了，我们会改的。
Some good returns on it, but that's the point. They are designed to punish lightly armored targets, so they're kind of doing their job. If they're doing,
也就是说，火箭弹现在这个样子，在他们看来，确实就在做他们该做火箭弹该做的活，没有问题。你头铁知道有火箭弹，还要单独一个人去站点，那就是你的问题，并不是说你不知道，对吧？这分防也不是按着的，这分防是个亮着的分防。
Even if you are far away from the circle, so basically, are the fighter squadrons limited? The patrol fighters, are they limited by radius or are they limited by time?
他被人翻山打了一轮，他本体。
So you can evade them by going out of their patrol radius, which is on your mini map.
摸了。被人翻山打了一轮，要死了。
CV players now we've removed it.
No, we stayed, but we will remove it in future.
In 08 it will be removed. So you can evade that zone, or their timer will eventually run out as well. So they shouldn't stray. We had an issue where they were straying, or it was something along those lines, weren't they?
So you need to. They will attack you if you will be around 5 or 6 seconds in this circle, and after that they will try to attack you, and you can avoid this attack by 2 ways. If you have full speed, you have a modernization speed, and if you move on a full speed, they will go for you only for 30 seconds. After that, they will come back.
也就是说，再说这个巡航战机召唤出来的这个护航机的续时间。
After that, they will go back after 30 seconds and will no shoot you. And the second
就首先护航机出来以后，它会有一个类似于硬直的时间，硬直的时间大概在4到5秒。所谓硬直就是说不会对周围的情况做出反应，大概4到5秒。然后之后，如果你还在这个范围里面，它会追你，追你会追30秒，因为它持续时间就30秒。
It's 2 tips which we don't mention in the article, but they can help you.
或者把子弹追完，就换句话说，或者把子弹追完。但是子弹实际上就是30秒的子弹。
So yes, this is one more way to how use it.
And on a related note, I have echo again. Okay, not now. But
bizarre echo, to be honest.
Someone keeps pushing some button. Probably.
Maybe it's me. I don't know how it happened.
Anniversary's crotch.
I don't want to know.
That's what the echo's
the Nuben sorry, that was the next question in line, but Midway MNE is asking that the fighter consumable looks like it covers only a rather small area, so he's asking if it could be bigger for tactical placements.
然后说这个战斗机的这个巡航范围能不能大一点？现在这个巡航范围这个圈太小了，他觉得。然后巡航大一点，我们就可以更加好的去布置它，能够在战术上让它有更大的作用。未来可能会有这样的改变，但是现在他们并不希望这样，因为这样影响投雷，影响得很厉害。等于说现在就在等各位付费测试员 8.0 这个 CV 重置上线之后，你们的表现和打出来的数据，他们就在等这个东西了。
To their return vector, so they go to high altitude. They can no longer spot for the.
Nobody can spot.
然后现在也再次跟大家确认的就是说，这个进入返航模式的航母的飞机是无法点灯的。
Yeah,
因为它已经升到高空了，所以点不亮水面的舰艇。
Sure. Which also counters, because I think it's true to also say that the enemy team can't then track those planes back.
They can track, yes.
They can. They cannot track the planes back to your position as the CV. So no, once they've completed their attack run.
而且由于升到高空，对手也看不见你的飞机了，所以对手也不能够根据你你飞机的回航的方向来追踪你。但其实我们知道能够看到一点它回航的方向，能够大概看到一点。然后它爬升的过程中，防空炮仍然可以击中它，直到它升到云层上之后，就是从你的小地图上消失之前，你的防空炮都可以击中它。
Writing that if they are landing, they are vulnerable again. But I mean, if someone is close enough to your carrier to shoot at returning planes, then you probably have far bigger trouble to be concerned about.
Yes. But you know, this is I saw a comment there from Hillbilly One who said, "Oh, great! Now we can't track them back to the carrier anymore." But that was one of the major points of feedback that we saw early on in testing. Is that carrier, you know, like people testing a CV were saying, like, "Hey, what am I to do? Like, I attack, and then immediately everybody knows where I am and gives my position away."
Across the mini map, exactly where I am.
So it's you know this is a change very much down to player feedback.
然后这个改动是由玩家要求的，并不是他们主动去做的，是玩家说他们收到了非常非常多的反馈，就是说我一进攻，人家就他妈跟着我的飞机回来干我了，所有人都知道我在哪儿啊。然后这个所以现在变成了并不会跟着你走。就是在小地上并看不到这个航母回航的轨迹。
Vurkiller is asking, will the jets come back to Midway?
喷气机会回到米德韦的身上吗
？Jet fighter, well, jet planes, jet powered.
No, I don't know.
I'm not aware of any.
他们并不知道有类似的计划。重新把喷气机带回来。
Planes are too fast, even propeller-driven aircraft. If we were to then introduce jet planes swooping around, I don't think they'd fit into the game.
We just on another one map after using burst.
Spotted you all. Bye.
I saw someone in the chat. I didn't catch the name, but was asking if we can show gameplay with the AA.
我感觉他死了，他本体。 我没死，运气真好。
A bit tricky right now, yeah.
But I recommend you go to the public test and try it because there were changes between the versions of the public test. So it's likely that if you already tried it in previous versions, then right now it's significantly different.
星子宝看着他了，下一轮星子宝就要过来了，他要死了。叫你不点隐蔽。
Yeah, finally, I will return to the question I wanted to ask some time ago, but I kept forgetting. The Nubenmensch is asking if there will be choice to switch between AP bombs or HE bombs.
有没有可能会加入自选航弹种类的选项？目前并没有这样的计划。
You now can choose
yeah, but in the old system you were able to select whether you load.
No, for now it's just unique points for Japanese.
现在 AP 航弹是日航的卖点，是日航的特色。
American CVs they have very strange HE bombs. Yes, very heavy and.
然后美航的特点则是有非常重、非常强力的、非常强力的高爆舰爆，就是高爆航弹。
Why did we choose to give this specialization to Japanese when in the previous system it was
那么为什么我们现在让日航得到这个特色，而之前就是现在在我们目前玩的7.12这个版本里面，它明明是一个美航特色，就是说的是 AP 舰爆。他说他现在也不太好说这个理由，因为他还要去跟开发的人员进行更多的一个交流之后，才能得到这个问题的答案。
You've got the different characteristics between the torpedoes as well, so one to balance the other. So with the
然后同时也提到，包括鱼雷也是有区别的，对吧？所以这都是现在这些航母的特色。
Yeah, from my experience of it, and then you can follow it up maybe later with fires, whereas the Japanese then. You've got the longer range torpedoes, but then
日航有首先长距雷，然后其次穿甲航弹，然后美航重磅高爆舰这个航弹加上这个宽雷，就是雷数很多的宽雷。然后他现在也不知道改变的原因，还是要去问。然后关于进水的一个问题。说的就是现在航空雷的进水是统一的，还是每个国家不一样？是根据不同的鱼雷来定的，就是说，比如说我用91式什么什么什么，它就是多少多少多少。
Was the deal with flooding nerfed a lot on the CVs?
然后现在对进水率的这个减少，是不是对航母砍得太厉害了？
You mean specifically like against CVs? So we've got the shortened duration of fires and flooding.
就包括他们进水的时长也会改变，这对 CV 是不是都是 debuff？ 都不叫 debuff， 都是 nerf， 都是削弱。
For planes torpedoes, how I know it's not so bigger chance comparing with destroyers torpedo. So we a little bit
像叫驱逐舰的鱼雷、航空雷，现在进入率非常非常低。
Hit one ship twice or more, and if it will be biggest chance, it's he will take a lot of flooding. It's not very.
因为现在航母可以多次投弹，如果它的进水率太高的话，那么它可以让对手受到很多的由于进水或者着火来的这个伤害。
And 5-second fire duration on CV. But if you lose only 0.3% by fire on destroyers. Cruisers and battleships. On CV, you lose 1% from your HP, yes, per second.
Yeah.
然后这里就细说了一下这个，战列舰、巡洋舰每秒掉1%，驱逐舰每秒掉0.3%着火。
Slightly going.
Which number are we at? Sorry.
We are somewhere around the end.
Somewhere around the end. Excellent. So Draculia thinks that not being able to defend his CV against sniping DDs when they come up close is a problem. And will it be resolved? Because right now there's no option to manually control your carry and then go back to the active squad. But Jokuli, I don't know if you've played much of PT. Look, if you're playing a carrier, if you've let the DD get that close to snipe you, that's the first mistake, right? Like, why are you in a position where the carrier is this close to you?
他就说，现在如果是个航母，我被驱逐舰，我没有视野了，我被驱逐舰抓了怎么办？然后他说，第一，首先你作为一个航母，你让一个驱逐舰走到你视野范围里面，它能点亮你了，你还没有反应的话，这首先你是一个使自己有所失误，你要及早做准备。然后其次他说，你现在像火箭弹这种东西，其实让驱逐舰非常非常难受。你如果能够抑制攻击，用你的火箭弹攻击它，它驱逐根本走不到你脸上，只要你及时做出了反应，找一下这个驱逐根本飞不到你脸上。所以你绝对不是面对驱逐舰是无助的，而是相反的。
I'll also add to this because I'll be quite frank with everyone. I've spoken at length with Farazelith, who's asked for pretty much this functionality. Again, let's not rule anything out at this stage. We are always monitoring things, and feedback is a big part, which we've already proven with the changes we've made. But the key logic and rationale here is that the player is focusing on one unit. It's the same with every other class in the game. You are only given one unit at a time to control.
所以说航母这次改变，他们收到了很多的这个反馈而且他们也监控着这些整个的数据。那么，但是他们的核心的关于航母的一个逻辑和理论就是说，一次只控制一个目标，只控制一个单位，就是你要么只控制一组飞机，要么控制船。这个是应该回应再前面一个问题，就是说航母本体的控制现在这么迟，怎么办？然后他说，我们的游戏主要是做一些战术上的判断和决定，就是说，如果你已经进入到一个情况说我完了，我要死了。那么你下次应该是要想想，你为什么会走进这种情况？你要提早的去做出应对。这就是说，这都是需要你作为玩家自己去做的一些决定，而不是说当你自己因为失误走到了一个环境里面之后，然后你觉得是舰种或者说是机制的问题。
That fact, it is actually partly key behind the rework itself.
也就是说，甚至这种反馈也不会涉及到整个航母的核心的玩法。
Pretty much running out of time, so I want to use this one question from Mark Thorne, which is a bit of one of those loaded questions, preloaded with judgment. And he says, in a year or so, after you finally admit this was a terrible idea, how will you repair the damage you have done with this rework? Now, Mark.
就是说，你们终于承认了原来的航母是一个失败，那么你们要准备怎么样通过这次的航母重置来弥补这个，或者叫让这些伤口痊愈。
And it's not as though we're going to go now, we're going to release carriers, and it's like, oh, well, let's work on the next thing. Let's do spaceships next. It's going to be a constant
然后他说的话就是说，做改变是一个持续的过程，有小改，有大改，有数值调整，有类型转变，这是一个长期的过程，不是说我一拍脑袋今天老子做航母重置做完了，明天老子去做太空船了。
People were like, it's like, oh my god, now you're legalizing cheats. Destroyers are going to be completely useless. They're never going to work in the game again. And it's just like, you know, it's like, oh, you've ruined the game. Everybody's going to quit. And it's completely fine. Guys, wait and see. Reserve your judgment.
然后他说，请大家也耐心一点，因为现在很多人甚至自己都没有在 PT 上玩之后，就会跟着一些别人的说法，然后觉得驱逐舰完了，或者说这个航母废了。
The thing is also, you don't have to play the carriers if you don't want to. You just
对。然后首先，第一，你们要有点耐心，等到这个游戏上线之后，因为他们也会不停的监控数据和反馈，所以他们会及时的再做出小的修正。然后第二，如果你不喜欢玩航母，你依然可以选择不玩航母。
Counter another ship. Some people made the comment, ships can evade torpedoes and fire back. Yeah, but on certain ships, the turret rotation, there's always trade-offs, so you might not be able to track To go into some of the other stuff I've seen in the chat, yes, we are still monitoring it. There was something directed at you, Mr. Conway, but why force this on players when most players don't want this change? I'm sorry, but we do have access to survey data of participants.
然后就说，
a lot of it has
有些人代表全体玩家说我们不喜欢这样的改变，但是 Angry 的意思就是我们做了很多的调查，收集了非常多的数据，去看了研究了非常多的反馈，这个量是你们可能没有办法想象的，但是得出的我根据统计得来的最后的结果是，你要像 Steam 上说大概叫做大半好评，大概就是这个，甚至就是已经超越了褒贬不一的水平，已经是大半好评，是吧？特别好评和这个什么什么那个肯定没有达到，但是大半好评，也就是说这是一个 positive 的，这是个加号，是个加号，那他们就会继续去做。对吧？然后他们也说，就说我们这个重置肯定不是完美的，肯定不是完美的。正如康威所说的，整个的改进是一个过程，它不是说我一次性动作的问题，它是一个整个会随着游戏不停前进的一个过程。因为后面还会有新的内容，新的内容来了以后，那么这个原来老的内容、老的改变是不是还合适，就要继续再做调整。
And it's not going to be perfectly balanced. We are aware of that.
因为平衡这个东西，不管谁来做，到目前为止都不可能有完美的平衡，都是一个动态的平衡。
Wait, we can go. Wait, we can go.
My closing words. Actually, I didn't think about them because I just spent time by answering some comments in the chat right now. So, well. My closing words would be probably go to the public test, try out the latest build, leave us feedback, and
说如果你真的有什么好说的，请以建设性的语言的方式来好好的写一份回报，就写一个反馈，贴到官网的论坛或者贴到 Reddit 或者贴到各种地方，对吧？
So yeah.
你提出就是你首先就是你有一个论点，那你有支持他的论据，你已经有以及后面的 method 你要有方法，论点、论据、方法写出来，对吧？
I can. Wait, I have this, right? So once again, if you have
又来谈一下这个补偿机制，对吧？就是你有凤翔和瑞凤。 你会得到新凤翔和9300经验，公共经验。那么算法就是老凤翔的经验，老瑞凤的经验13600，加上老凤翔的经验6700，减去新凤翔的经验11000，然后就得到9300。
That should have information.
Going to be a huge wall of text.
Yeah, that should have information on that. So go read the wall of text if you want to know exactly.
然后详细的补偿的方案会有一篇非常长的文章出来。如果你真的想了解那么细节，每艘船会怎么样，怎么赔，偿还多少？ 你可能会需要去自己耐心的读那篇长文，因为不是说一句两句话能说清楚的。
We read it, we collect it, we analyzing it. We really try to pay attention to your comment. Thank you for that.
现在就是说，我们一样的，我们永远会去研究和分析以及统计你们的反馈和我们的数据。 然后得出结果，然后来改进这个游戏，对吧？那么非常谢谢你们今天提这么多问题，这都是非常对我们有比较大的帮助的，对吧？这就是他们的非常客气的告别语了，应该是。现在抽了个奖。
On next Tuesday, actually, not Monday, and then on Thursday for the update, we're going to have a double feature with me, Sehalis, probably.
然后下周版本正式上线的时候，
And we're going to explore 080 on the live.
肯定他们还会再来展示一波新航母的操作。
Come back and we can talk about CV rework and see how it goes when we hit live. I hope that we were able to answer some of your questions and address some of your concerns here.
他希望今天已经让你们关注和担心的一些事情，他已经给你们解释了。
Come come back next week.
然后下周再来看他们的直播就可
If
以。
you're on Twitch, we are going to go and raid Notza now. So please.
然后Twitch上要发奖喽，Twitch上发奖，你们有退去什么 raid 的那个功能的，马上就要发奖了。
What do we want to flood it with?
Flood it with dev strikes. Come on.
Okay, we're going to flood it with dev strikes.
你现在只要去Twitch上面他们的频道刷 DEVSTRIKE， 极有可能中奖。然后他们就跟大家说再见。那我们也跟大家说再见。
10 o'clock in Russia. Cold. They're going to have to go home now.
非常感谢老爷们收看卫视，对吧？那么今天到这么晚的兄弟们也赶紧睡觉，对吧？明天还是工作日，是吧？那我们今天也就到此结束，明天还是老时间，好吧？明天还是老时间7点开始。那么晚安了，拜拜。